right. We are live. Go ahead and check this real quick. We don't want that. All right. We are live. All right, we sound good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the live stream today. It is Tuesday. Turn this down. I'll be watching the chat. I saw some of y'all come in here. We're going to get to the meat of our stream today. Just to take care of a few things. After the live stream, make sure you go over to the Phillip Scott podcast channel, the Phillip Scott podcast. We always put our podcast up at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can always get one of our podcasts there. Also on our other channels like the Black Congregation, we always put up our videos at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Black Congregation. I think we put up 2 over there today. I did, at least. It'd be me. So far as me, eventually I need to get at least 2 people over there on the Black Congregation channel. But I got my little plan, so I have to work that out for this year. Also, if you like entertainment / relationships / all that stuff, you can watch the Phillip Scott show. Gave you the wrong time. Black Congregation at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the Phillip Scott show at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, I try to schedule my live streams at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on African Diaspora News Channel. So make sure you go watch all of that, get caught up on everything that we have. But if you don't want to go do all that, and definitely what's more important is to get the African Diaspora News Channel app. It's in the App Store. It's also Google Play as well for the iOS and Android users. Everything will be right there. You don't have to go searching a bunch of channels to find anything. It's going to be a one-stop shop right there. We have different series, like, the series I put together called Boss Chronicles, show you different things that I'm doing behind the scenes. You can only see that on the app. Things I'm going to be bringing out, have deleted from YouTube, things I've put up, taken down, or some things I've never put out. Everything's going to go there on the app. It's not going to be put up to no Facebook or no anywhere else. So if you want to see everything that we're doing, even current videos that we don't put up on YouTube or take down for whatever the reason, it will be on the app. The app is a place that we can do what we want, say we want, because we own the app. It's a beautiful thing. Ownership is beautiful, and that's what we always want to aspire to. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Christopher Perkins, okay, I appreciate you. Much love to Christopher Perkins for that. Now, the thing I want to talk about tonight is something that actually happens in the workplace. Definitely if you're working for the folks, definitely. And you see the caption, and I put that on there for a reason, because that is the actual truth for Black Americans or anyone of African descent, whether you think that you're a part of the group or not. See, the thing is, when you come into this country, you can other yourself. You can play that game if you want. But one thing that them folks gonna let you know real quick, they're gonna put you in your place. And it's a hurtful thing to those of you who like to other yourself away from Black Americans, right? And you wonder why the delineation movement happened, not because Black Americans woke up one day and say, oh, this is what we want to do. Is the othering of other people that come into this country of African descent, whether they from the Caribbean, whether they from the continent, or wherever they from, othering themselves, but get shocked when they get treated no different than how we're treated, right? So I'm going to go into this video. I'm going to play this video, and what she's going to talk about is very legitimate, and I'm going to get into that because it actually affects everybody. But let's deal with the whole thing, what she had to say. I don't want to take too much of your time, so let me cue this up. Give me a quick second. We're going to cue this up real quick. There we go. All right.
I just have one question. Why does a black immigrant woman has to get so much hate in the workplace? I just need to know. What is it about a strong, confident black woman who is also an immigrant? Why is it such a bother to you when she's self-assured, confident, and don't put up with the BS? Why is it as a strong, confident black immigrant woman, you have to dumb down yourself in the workplace in order to fit in order to be liked, in order to get ahead, in order to keep your job? Why? Why does it bother you so much that this woman knows who she is, knows what she's worth, and acts accordingly? Why does that bother you so much? I'll never understand it.
All right, so she's talking about something very, very legitimate, ladies and gentlemen. She really is. But let me deal with the othering first, and I'll get to the legitimacy of what she's actually talking about. In that particular piece, she mentioned the term immigrant 3 times. That's why I put it in the title. I wouldn't put it in the title to be divisive. I would put it in the title because that's what she said she is. 3 times she had othered herself. Immigrant, immigrant, immigrant. Does it really matter? See, when it comes down to racism, white supremacy, they don't care if you're an immigrant. They don't care if you got an accent. They don't care where you're from. And this is what Black America has been telling our distant cousins that, and of course, let me play this. Disclaimer. In the video, I am speaking about the subject matter. I'm not speaking about all people. So if this doesn't refer to you, I'm not talking about you. All right. So when you come in here and we tell you these things, it's because we know these people. Understand? We've been dealing with these people for, like the old people say, umpteen years. Okay? So when we tell you how they are, when we tell you, hey, okay, brother, sister, hey, we are black. Let's unify with each other. Let's work with each other, right? Let's be on some Pan-Africanism, right? What have a lot of you said? No, I'm an immigrant. I'm a black immigrant. I'm different than you. I'm not you or whatever, right? So now Black Americans have said, okay, cool. Well, then we all gonna be in our own little sections. That's not what we wanted. We wanted unity. Right, with the diaspora, definitely in America, we wanted unity. But y'all didn't want unity. And the othering of yourself puts you out there alone. You understand? Because y'all have not put in the work. Y'all have not put in the battles. Y'all have not spilled the blood that we have spilled going toe to toe with racism, white supremacy. So when you other yourself, you put basically you out there with the wolves. And then when you get out there with the wolves, you say, hey, brother, hey, sister, man, I'm dealing with some racism. And then we are looking at you like, I hope that works out for you. That's the danger of othering yourself. When you other yourself, you put yourself out there alone. And you can't come and call flat blackness when you get in trouble. So black immigrants that come in here, stop othering yourself. Stop doing it. Because when Christian Obenselli lost his life at the hands of Becky from OnlyFans, his family went to say, hey, black Americans, look what happened. You know, some racism went on with this. They're like, yeah, that's horrible, but hope the authorities, take care of that. It's because of the othering. Then you go and find out later that y'all was talking about a cot of this and a cot of that. Othering yourself is going to put you in a dangerous position. So I'm just warning you, stop othering yourself. Yes, you come from a different place. Yes, you got different food. Yes, you got different traditions, and so do we. And like I said before, that's the beauty of the diaspora, is that we are a unique people globally. We should celebrate that. Not separate ourselves based on that, right? But when you come into this land, you need to follow the lead of Black America. I don't care what they told you in your homeland that you may be better, because if you were better, you wouldn't be here, right? I want you to think about that. If you were better, you wouldn't have to come here for a better life, right? So take away that I don't know what kind of pride you own. Take that away. Come here and then do good. But understand that you need to unify with Black America. It's just that simple. Or you're going to be out there with the wolves. And when one thing about them folks, when they see Black America not rocking with you at all, and they know they can pick you apart and do something to you, they will. So you are turning away a whole community of people that you should be a part of. Stop othering yourself. Stop saying, I'm a Black immigrant. Listen, when we hear your accent, we already know that. You don't have to say that. You can say you whatever, where you come from. You can do your parades, you can do whatever. Hey, I'll come out there to the parades and enjoy it with you, right? But othering yourself gonna get you in trouble, especially in this dispensation of time. Right now, othering yourself is dangerous. Just letting you know. Okay, so let's get to the legitimate thing she's actually saying about the dumbing yourself down to keep your job. Dumbing yourself down so you don't make your white supervisor feel threatened. Dumbing yourself down or not even expressing yourself as a Black man or woman on the job because you know your particular expression is going to bring some sort of heat to you on that job, right? Now, the main reason why you have to dumb yourself down, that's why I put in there why Black people must dumb yourself down when you're working with the folks. The reason why you must dumb yourself down is because you're superior in thought, you're superior in idea than they are. And when you show your superior thought and you show your superior ideas, they're threatened. Why they're threatened? Because they're mediocre ideas and they have mediocre thoughts. See, if they were truly superior to you in thought and idea, then there's nothing about you they will feel threatened about because they feel like I have a superior knowledge than this person. So nothing they do like threatens me. I don't care how professional they are. I don't care like whatever. That doesn't bother me, right? It's kind of like the analogy of someone rich versus someone poor. A rich person don't care nothing about what a poor person is doing because they got money. It's not a threat to them, right? But now if a person's rich, let's say they got 100 million versus one person that got 1 billion, well then they're gonna feel more threatened with the billionaire versus the millionaire, right? So in the way you come across, in the way America has trained you in this country, they trained you to be 5 to 10 times better than the mediocre ones in their community. They won't even hire you unless you're 10 times better than they are. They know you're 10 times better than they are. This is why they got to get you to dumb down. This is why they want to take your ideas from you on the job, claim it as their own or remix it and claim it as their own. They get the promotion off of your ideas. How many times have trained your supervisor? You trained them. They came into the job, don't have the education, experience, nothing. You trained them. All of a sudden, boom, now they're your supervisor telling you what to do. Getting and approving your vacation. You understand what I'm saying? But yet these people, you know how many Black people are passed up on promotions every day? Now recently, the CEO, Jamie Dimon, he's the CEO. What bank he's the CEO of? Is it Chase? God, what bank Jamie Dimon is the CEO of? I'm blank right now. I mean, I can look it up. Let me look it up real quick. Just give me a second. I'll look it up with bank. Let me see, Jamie. Let me see. Okay, he's the CEO of Chase Bank. Okay, so recently he recently addressed that, and he said that there was 2 Black people that he was recommending that get put up for some higher position. And these 2 Black people that the CEO of Chase Bank said that they should get a position, they say that, they didn't meet a particular criteria. They didn't meet and he's some criteria that he never heard of before. And he's the CEO. You say, huh? I've never heard of that before. What are you talking about? So he said that we got to have more Black people with positions in here in Chase Bank. Because he said we're literally systemically Xing them out. Like they gatekeep different things. Now, CEOs say they should be there, but the people underneath are not. See, if it was me, my company, and I told you to put somebody in position, and I find out you didn't, you're out of here. You're fired. You do what I tell you do, and that's it. It's not going to be up for discussion. But there are so many black people who are smart, who don't get the money, who don't get the raises, anything. I'm telling you, I have seen it with my own two eyes in the petrochemical industry. I've seen white males get in the industry and become supervisors and plant managers, and they have no degree. They don't really know nothing. They were mess ups. They cause all kind of problems, and they still got supervisory roles. But all the black men who come to work never have a problem. The black men that get maybe they process operator. The black men who can solve problems. The black men know how to troubleshoot a pipeline. Smart black men never will become a plant manager. Never. He's lucky if he gets a supervisor role in these refineries. And if you do move up for some reason, you got to be a shine. You got to be a bootlick. That's what you got to do. As long as you work for them people, you're going to go through that. There's going to be a glass ceiling for you, period. This is why I said when I was working in the petrochemical industry, I said, you know what? I got to figure out a way out of that. That's how I started doing YouTube and social media, because I said, I got to figure out a way to make some money outside of this. And maybe one day I can create a company or something around that and media or something. And then I can quit this and then I can go to it. Right. And I stuck to my plan and it happened. Do you know I'm the most free I've ever been in my life? I don't have to dumb myself down. I don't have to work and watching the white males not do much. Or I don't have to be discredited no more. I make way more in finance now than I ever did working for the folks. So much so that I can provide jobs for other people. It is let me tell you something. I wish I would have done that sooner. The most oppressive thing that we can do as black Americans is work for them folks. It's oppressive. Even other white folks complain about working for their own people. So there you go. It's oppressive because the way they run things. Let me tell you something. Yes, it's your choice to go work there, but they want an oppressive environment. That's why they don't like the work from home thing, because they want to be over you. They want to be just harassing you and messing with you and occupying your time. And you can't talk on your phone, and you can't do this and you can't do that. And you can't say this and you can't, like, what? Like, what kind of crap is that? But that's how they get down, because that's that slave master in them. They don't know no other way to be but a slave master, oppressive. That's why work from home just angers them. They can't stand work from home for that reason right there. Because work from home, people have figured out, wait a minute, I can get my work done in like 3 hours, 4 hours, and still have the rest of my day. I can go doctor's appointments. If you're a woman that got kids, you ain't got to pay daycare no more, because, hey, shoot, I can just work from home. I can keep my kids, and my kid do something, I can stop, go whatever, and come right back and finish my job. Or I could be in the living room with my kid on the laptop doing my work. Work from home was the best thing that ever happened. But them folks don't like that, working from home. Can't stand it. As long as you're going to work for these people, you're going to dumb yourself down. Every time. You're going to do it. Or you be smart if you want to, you're going to be right out that door. They'll create a reason to get out of. Then let me tell you something else you're going to deal with on their jobs outside of dumbing yourself down. Okay? Black men, let me start with you. You can't be assertive. You can't really, and then if you are assertive or you don't take no stuff from them folks, then you're militant. That's what they said about me, at least. That I was militant. I didn't go around there swinging no red, black, and green. I just was about my business, and I wouldn't let you talk to me any kind of way. And I knew the standard operating procedure like the back of my hand, so nothing you could tell me, you couldn't double talk me. Now they respected me. They respected the hell out of me, but they thought I was just militant. and that's okay. I'd rather be called militant and you respect me than a bootlicking shine and you don't have no respect for me. You can call me militant all day if you want. I didn't go there showing all my teeth to them. No, I didn't even engage them unless I had to for the job. Who I talked to? All the brothers and the sisters that was there. I talked to them. Any other coworker I maybe work closely with. But for the most part, them, nope, unless I needed something. Just that simple. Right? I remember tell y'all a quick story. I think I told this story before. I understand the games they play a lot more than a lot of you. So let me teach you something how you deal with them. So one day they had called me to come into the office because I had to go sign something or another, right? And Jacuri said, you own your own business? Yeah, you ain't got to deal with them no more. That's a blessing, isn't it? So they called me into the office and they had the plant manager, they had the media supervisor, one of the ladies from HR was all in there, right? They was all in there talking. So y'all know when we walk in the room and all of a sudden they get quiet and they just start staring at us. Y'all know what I'm talking about when they do that, right? And they all just looking and see, I know what you're doing when you look at me like that. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to pull that power move on you. So when they all looked at me, my face just I just looked at them and each one of them I looked them in the eye and I didn't turn my head and I just stared at them right in the eye, each one of them until they looked away from me. And I would not stop looking at them until they looked away. And then once they all looked away from me or looked down, then my mood changed. I said, hey, what's going on? Like that. Because you're not gonna punk me. I know what they do when they doing that. You want me as a black man to put my head down. Oh, no. I'm not putting my head down to you. My ancestors had to do that. I'm not doing it. I'm looking you right in your eye. I'm going to stare at you in your eye and let you know what kind of black man I am without saying it. Listen, there's power in silence. Stare at them in the eye and don't you take your eyes off of their eyes until they look down. And then once they look down, you switch your mood up. You just switch it up. Say, hey, what's going on? You all right? Good. Y'all having a good day? Yeah, we having a good day, whatever. But they realize, like, what kind? You could feel that vibe with them, like, what this Negro is on? It's like, oh Lord, I don't know. Leave him alone. But they always had a lot of respect for me, though. Even when I left, they say they really didn't want to see me go. Yeah, because I had a lot of experience too. On top of that, I always did my job, always on time, whatever. If I needed vacation, I told them months in advance. I wasn't taking no for an answer. That's why I tell you months in advance. But none of them disrespected me. Not other black folks, other employees. I've heard stories about them. Oh, he cussed me out. He say this and he say that. I remember one time one of them was trying to get little mileage. Hey, calm down. We ain't gonna talk like that now. Oh, I wasn't saying it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like this. I'm a man at the end of the day. I come here looking for a job. I leave here looking for one. Don't bother me. You're not gonna punk me for no job. I'm not walking around here saying I'm big and bad. I'm just saying I'm a man at the end of the day. I can't stand to see a black man or woman. Yeah, sir. Sorry, sir. I can't stand that on the job. I can't stand that. Man, forget that job. Yeah, see, Danielle know. Yeah. And look, once they realize that you're not going to put your head down, they're going to respect you. I'm telling you, they're going to respect you after that. They're going to say, man, this black, either they're going to respect you or can't stand you or both. Trust me. And I had nothing but respect for them people. They never did me wrong or none of that I can say, oh yeah, they did me wrong. We might have to, should I feel I should have moved up quicker than, but I said, look, once I understood that it wasn't my lot in life to do certain things, I was cool with just where I was at because I knew I was on my way out. You understand? Now, let me talk about black women. What I've seen, I'm not a black woman, but I've seen this over the years. So black women come into the job. A lot of them black women are educated. A lot of them black women are smart. They smart as a whip. They speak very well, very clearly. Them sisters come in there sharp, from they head to toe, professional. One thing I've seen with black women, what got them actually in more trouble than even black men, if you are a black woman that was considered attractive, you had a problem. Oh, you had a problem every time. I've seen it, black women have problems even when, let's say, if she's a black woman on the job and the black men is like, oh man, look at, so-and-so, man, you seen her or whatever. And black men just kind of looking or whatever. Well, the problem don't really come from the white man. It starts from Becky and Karen. Usually Karen a lot more than Becky, right? Karen on the job gets so upset at a fly sister, or the anytime brothers. I'm talking about black. Look, it's normal for black men to be attracted to black women. That's normal, right? It's not abnormal. Becky and Karen would get upset that the brothers are giving attention to the black woman. Oh, hey, Lakeisha, you need me to get this for you? Hey, I can do this for you or whatever, just being extra nice, but they not extra nice to Becky and Karen like that. But Keisha over here, they real nice with Keisha, and they get so upset by that, and they start hating on Keisha and trying to find any little thing Keisha does is wrong so they can go tell the supervisor and try to get Keisha rolled up or get Keisha suspended. Now, any black women that's on the job, I know good and well some of y'all have dealt with that. The Karens and Beckys have been your greatest nemesis. And it's even worse if Brad is even looking at you. That's just going to seal the deal. Karen and Becky is going to get you out of there. You gone. You gone. I've seen this too many times. And I'm like, why are they so upset with a black woman getting attention from black men? And it's not that the black women was being slutty or flirting with the men. No. They've never did any of this. None of them have that I've seen. They just couldn't stand that the brothers, or they'll hear the brothers talking about, hey, whatever. And they would just get so infuriated with that black woman. That's what they got to deal with on top of dumbing themselves down, that they got to watch. They can't be themselves. Let them get their half done or something. And the brother say, oh yeah, your hair look nice or whatever. Cause nobody tell Becky or Karen her hair look nice. I mean, why? It's the same. Well, what do they do with their hair? That's like, a black woman change her hair 100 different ways, right? You got your hair the same. What you gonna do with it? Straighten it, curl it, cut it short. What you gonna do with it? Not really much. But you saying, oh, your braids look nice. Oh, your twist. Look, oh man, your twist. Yeah, sister, your twist look good. Right on, the twist, Oh, they can't stand that. They can't stand it. And try to get that woman out of her job because of that right there. Not because job performance, but that right there. Lying on black women, starting to mess with black women on the job. Oh yeah. See, on the job, if you are, an overweight black woman that's not attractive, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm just telling you what I've seen. You have nothing to worry about. Though they're gonna love you to death. They're gonna look at you as their mammy. But if you're not an overweight black woman and you are in shape and you are considered an attractive black woman and they view you as an attractive black woman, yeah, you gonna be the one that need to get your business a lot quicker than any other black woman in there, because they're gonna move you around. KC says you say you experienced this so many times. I know you have. I know them people. When I tell you I know them people like the back of my hand, I know them. It's nothing they can do that I don't see them coming 2 and 3 steps. I have studied these people. That's been my job, to study them from the most extreme racist zealots to the ones that's quiet. I study them. So when you hear me talk, it's because I have done my research, but years and years of observation, reading, but more observation and talking to them, getting, hearing how they think and all of that. I'm telling you, I've made sure to learn them just so I can keep my life preserved. And I'm telling you, the only way you're going to exceed financially is you got to create your own business as a black person, or create your business and grow it enough where you can hire other black people into your business. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't like nobody that work here don't have to worry about somebody saying something about their natural hair or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have to worry about that. And there's no jealousy, because listen, I won't deal with jealousy. I get rid of you. And I don't play that. When it comes to things, I'm like, look, we want to keep everything happy, copacetic. We're not going to bring that oppression in here. We're not going to do none of that. And if things don't work out for whatever the reason, we make sure that, maybe sometimes things don't work out. Make sure you paid the money you're supposed to be paid on your way out, and may God bless you. It happens. I mean, not everybody going to stay sometime. It is what it is. But what I'm saying is I have more peace doing what I do, not working for them folks, than going to work every day working for them. You sit up here going to get an education to go work for them. You're not paid what you're truly worth, and you know it. You're not paid what you're worth. I don't care if you're getting $70,000, you're probably worth $300,000. They're never going to pay a black man or woman what they're worth. The best thing you can do, black men and women in this country, is to get that job, get experience, learn all the skills you can, and then at that time, find a way to create a business into what you already educated in, and do that business on the side until you get to a point where you generate enough money where you can walk away from it and go into that business. Right? And on that job, you quiet quit. That's what you do. You quiet quit. Now, what is quiet quitting? Just doing the minimum to keep your job. All black Americans should be quiet quitting. You're doing your job description, but you're doing the minimum. You're not working overtime. Listen, as so many people over the years, especially in the industry I come from, have worked all this overtime for these refineries. All these missing Thanksgiving, missing Christmas, missing graduations, baby showers, not taking vacation. And then in the end, they'll fire you. Out of all that dedication you gave these people, and all the things you missed in life, they will fire you. You're nothing but an employee number to them people. You're not worth anything. They don't appreciate you working Thanksgiving when you was off. They don't appreciate you working Christmas, New Year's. They don't appreciate you missing baby shower. No. You don't miss a single holiday. You don't miss a single vacation. You don't miss nothing with the family for them people. Because they don't honor you like that. They have no honor for employees. So you don't miss a freaking thing. You quiet quit because you don't pay me enough to be giving my all to you. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do. You better believe I'm going to follow that job description you gave me to the letter. But I'm not doing no more than that. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And that's what I made sure to do. Definitely when I got set up, I say, I was quiet quitting for years. I did my job to the letter. They can't say I didn't do my job. I showed up on time. I did everything. But I quiet quit. I told them, don't call me for no overtime because I'm not coming. I told them that. Get that to them other guys. They need it. I don't. I said that because I was already starting to get money at the time off of social media. So I'm like, I definitely don't need it. Give it to them dudes. They never called me. They left me alone. I'm not volunteering to go do nothing extra. I don't want to learn nothing new. Nothing. I'm going to do my job description. I quiet quit. If I'm not going to get a promotion, then I'm going to quiet quit. It's just that simple. Yeah, Miss B, glam decor. Yeah, you don't go above and beyond for them people. Now, when you get your own business, you go above and beyond. You work to the bone because you're going to benefit more on your own. I can tell you, working for myself, I've made way more money than I've ever made working for the folks in a year. I'm telling you. And I've talked to so many black people who said the same thing. And then the moment I start working for myself, I start working for them folks. Let me tell you something. The reason why you're going to make more money is because, first of all, you're happy. You don't feel oppressed. You ain't got to deal with their microaggressions. You don't have to dumb yourself down. You don't have to deal with their racism. You don't have to deal with their sly remarks. You just don't have to deal with all that mental anguish that it is working for them folks. So taking all that away, and when you go into your own business, you're going to have all this energy and creativity, and you're going to know I'm building something for myself. If I don't build it, it's not going to be done. And you're tapping into that creativity of your ancestors that's already in you. We are people that are put to build. You say we built America because we're supposed to be builders. You're not building anything going working for the folks. You're not building crap. You're building when you create your own job, when you're creating your own business, when you're growing it to the point that you can hire other brothers and sisters into your business, right? And then teaching them so they can learn and grow and do different things as well. That's why you're never happy working for them, because it's in you to be a builder. And when you're not building, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you're miserable. So many of you are miserable because you're not building, and you're supposed to be building something. Something for yourself, something for your kids. You're supposed to be building. Well, kids say they love animals more than people. Well, yeah, I mean, we know that, but I mean, if they want to love an animal, hey, you know, it's to each his own. I don't even care what they love. That's their business. I'm focused on what we got going on. That's why I'm more so now than ever. Like, look, what other groups do is their business. I say I'm gonna focus on our community. I'll talk about the diaspora and what they're doing. But other groups, I ain't got the energy or the time. I don't. Because they don't worry about me like that. They don't worry about you like that. It's just that simple. There's nothing they can throw in my face that they've done for black people. What have these other groups done for black people? Seriously. When they come to you telling you about George Floyd, oh, we went out there and marched with George Floyd. No, you didn't. No, first of all, we didn't ask you to. That's one. Number two, you only came out because you was tired of being locked down. Then when you came out, a lot of you, Antifa, went out there destroying stuff that black people wasn't telling you to destroy. You were spray painting BLM on things. Nobody told y'all to do all that mess. Antifa was all white folks going to black neighborhoods destroying it. They didn't do that in their neighborhoods, but they went to black folks' neighborhoods causing calamity. Let's talk about that for real, George Floyd. Then someone say, I marched with Dr. King. Dr. King didn't ask you to come march, did he? I never seen no video of Dr. King say, hey, we need all the white people, come out there. And no, they didn't. You have some Jewish people. We marched with Dr. King because at that time period, if you study the history, the way they were being treated, Jewish people, Italian people, Irish people, all of them, they did not treat them like they treat them today. After the Civil Rights Movement, they were finally given the honorary white card, okay? Like this, I guess a little white thing. Here's your white card after the Civil Rights Movement. Here you go. And the moment when all of them got the honorary white card, the Polish, all of them, what happened? They started treating us the way they treat us. Prior to that, oh man, we're discriminated against like you. But you know, I understand why our people are loving people. I get it. Our people are loving. We don't have a devil in us like that. If you see people, black people with a devil in them, it's because they've been taught that. And you know, we didn't teach it to them. But fast forward to today, we say we cool on other groups. We cool. Now, let me address South Africa here for a minute. Popped in my mind. So word on the street is that the United States is floating around, you know, talking about possibly putting sanctions on South Africa. Why are they talking about putting sanctions on South Africa? Because South Africa took Israel to the International Court of Justice. South Africa stuck their neck out for Palestine. You know why I got a problem why they did that? You mean to tell me all them Arab nations wouldn't go to the International Court of Justice for their own people? Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Oman, Jordan, Yemen, you know, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, just to name a few countries. Nobody was going to stand up for Palestine, who's Arab, who's Arab nations. Yet South Africa is going to stick their neck out. And now South Africa, the United States talking about possibly putting sanctions on them. South Africa, and I'm talking about President Ramaphosa, we told y'all so many times, worry about black people. Worry about South Africans. Stop jumping in the fight of other groups. And if that happens, this is going to be a prime lesson to everybody. Worry about us only. Worry about our people. Worry about South Africans. That's it. Don't worry about what's going on with them other groups. If them other groups are at each other's throat, that's their problem. All them Arab nations couldn't come to the defense of Palestine. All those Arab nations got militaries. Rich Arab nations. And none of them are defending Palestine? But you the one got to go do it? See, we've learned that lesson, not to be sticking our neck out for these other groups. Because what happens when the blowback come, Black America, this is why we haven't said nothing. Because we know the moment we get involved, it's all us now. All these protesters you see running around here, let us get involved with it. Boy, it'd be FBI all on us, putting us in federal jail real quick. We like, we gonna stay out of that one. We've learned our lesson. In South Africa, if that happened, the people in the nation need to get up on y'all in the ANC for that. Because I didn't see everybody in the country demanding that to happen, for y'all to do what y'all was doing, grandstanding. Because what the International Criminal Court of Justice gonna do? They're not gonna stop Israel from doing a freaking thing. They're not a military body. They don't care. Stop sticking your neck out for other groups that's not sticking their neck out for themselves. You should have told them Arab nations to be fighting for their own people. That's their people. But we always learn the hard way. Always learning the hard way. I'm not sticking my neck out for no other groups. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna stick my neck out for my family, my friends, or people I work with, and everything, my community. But other groups, no. Now, if it's individuals from other groups that's a true ally and they're proving themselves, I'll do that if they are a true ally. I say individuals from other groups, not other groups, just no. Because all these other groups have shown in the end, they will not have our back. If the United States put sanctions on South Africa, none of them Arab countries is going to have their back. None of them. They're going to leave them out there to suffer. I know these other groups. I know what they're going to do. Stop sticking your neck out for other groups. In South Africa, doggone it, the unemployment rate is high as hell. You should be focusing on that. Load shedding. You should be focusing on that. That's what you should be taking your energy for, is load shedding, to stop the load shedding and get people to work. If you put that much energy into load shedding and getting people to work in South Africa, then the people will be a little bit more happier with you. But now you're about to make things worse for pulling the stunt that you did. Man, when will we learn? This Hanifa Al-Amin, what do you mean by wow? I'd like to know what you mean by that. Please explain what the wow means. If you could leave a comment explaining what, because wow is, it is wow. It is very wow. How is it that Arab nations did not stand up for Palestine? That's a wow. All those Arab nations didn't do a crap for Palestine. Not a freaking thing. No. Why South Africa had to do it? Why couldn't Arab nations do it? Why it had to be them? I'm sorry, that's not right. South Africa had nothing to do with that conflict. Not a freaking thing. Where was Saudi Arabia? Why y'all didn't say nothing to them? They rich. And you ain't say nothing to Saudi Arabia, the UAE, none of them countries could stand up for Palestine? None of them? None of them. And if South Africa is sanctioned, none of y'all gonna help them. They're gonna be out there having the economy tanked and things being ruined in South Africa. But let them learn the hard way. Yeah, Qatar. Yeah, where was Qatar at? Qatar is rich. Where were they at? All them Arab nations, where were they at? Nobody talks about them. They quiet. They're not saying, they're like, ooh, they say they don't like what they're seeing, but they're like, They keeping their mouth shut. They're not saying a word. I don't care about no oil with Saudi Arabia. I don't care. So your oil is more important than your brothers in Palestine? You say what happened to your brothers is bad. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out something about why we need to mind our own business. Because when we suffer, nobody come to our rescue, these other groups. None of them. But with that being said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to the live stream. We greatly appreciate it. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. You say UAE was missing, but Qatar was there. No, Qatar should have led the charge, not South Africa. Qatar's not going to get the sanctions if it happens. South Africa will. So I don't want to hear that about, I was in the room. I was there cheering South Africa on. Nope. No, you should have led the charge. But thank you for joining us on the live stream. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our live stream tomorrow. Thank y'all for listening and join us on the African Diaspora News website and also the app. Join us over there. You download the app, choose a membership, whether it's monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Yearly is always best. That way you